fine.
YouTube should be good. TikTok should be good.
Yup.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekly Crank Developer live stream with myself and Brian. And I'm Joe.
What is up?
We're going to play Cranked. That's what we always do. What a surprise. Nothing too crazy new today. I think today we'll spend a lot of time just playing mod maps because I know the modders have been working very hard and I haven't. I wanted to save them for the stream. So I haven't really played any of the updates or any of the newer maps. I think I've downloaded everything and gotten all the updates. Hopefully that is true. So well, let's go through them.
How's it going this week, buddy? You doing all right?
Yeah, things are good. What's this one? I don't know. Oh, this was an old one with no we'll skip that one. This still says version 1. Yeah, things are good. We did I got prox chat put in the game this week, so next update we'll have proximity chat, which will be fun. Is this new? Like I'm starting in the middle of nowhere. What else have we done? Started working on redesigning the UI. You probably won't see that in the game for a while though. Just kind of in the design phase. We got grass and other things coming in the game soon. Hodge has been working on modding improvements, so that's why we're gonna sit here in the mod maps. Whoops, OJ that.
Whose map is this?
Man, I don't know. Hodge, we probably need to. We should probably on the pause menu, like say some info about the map. That'd be nice. Because like, once you go into it, I can't figure it out. You know.
If y'all hear Joe talking to Hodge, he's the lead dev on the project, and he's typically hanging out in chat. So that's why we just say it out loud while we're thinking about
so there hasn't been much new here. That one was this one, Jayco. Jay's Work in Progress Trail. Who's this one? Redline Trails by Tom 10. Is this the one that is really flowy and fun? Oh no, this is a different one, but this one's also fun. But I don't think this one's been updated since last week. It doesn't look like it, so I think we'll skip. We did this one last week. What do we got here? Redline, that's one we just did. Jumpy. Do we know this one? Let's try Jumpy. Oh, this looks crazy. I think we did try this one last week too. See if there's anything new. I don't think there's anything new here. Sorry. Should have planned ahead. I didn't do my homework.
It reminds me of one of those videos you see where guys and women are riding across the very sort of top of a very thin pass, drop offs on both sides. You know, you see that stuff.
Yeah.
That last mod map reminded me of that type of thing. I know the video that you see in those things makes it seem more narrow than it is, but God, that stuff always freaks me out. Like, no way I'm riding someplace where there's just a drop on both sides. Like a massive drop is not happening.
This is a map by Sutton, who's our best player in the game. And he's been spending a lot of time on this one, so I'm excited to try it out. There's a lot of new trails in here that I haven't touched. And he's been decorating it, making it look pretty.
Look at all that rock, that rock texture you see.
I mean, look at all the trails he's got in here, dude. We might be on this map for a little bit. All right, let's start. Let me first look at the start. How many options do we have? Looks like 3. We got that way. Where does this one go? Oh, it's just like a little loop. Is this going to cave? That's cool.
Wow.
Trying to see if there's like another. I just want to know where we're going. All right, we go that way. I can go down this way or that way. So it looks like 3 routes off the bat.
And for anybody watching, the guy who modded this map is the best player in the world. So I would say the fact that he clearly is putting as much attention into modding as he did into getting as fast as he is probably a good sign for everyone else who wants to have a shot of catching him on the leaderboards. If he spends this much time building, he's going to spend less time, getting faster. So could be a good sign for the rest of y'all who could potentially beat him.
Nah, once he finds out, here's the key. If you beat his time, don't say anything. Don't go post in the Discord or do. Because what happens is he only goes as fast as he has to go to get first place. Then he stops. As soon as someone beats him and goes and posts in Discord, he just hops in and beats him in like 5 seconds. So if you want to keep your record, try to keep it quiet. If you want to lose your record immediately, then go post in the Discord. It's cool. It's cool, guys. We're gonna get the flow. We're just testing out the trails. We'll figure it out.
What's your take on these rocks, Joe? Because to me, they look a lot different than the rocks we have in the core game. They look like there's a lot more texture and contrast on them.
Yeah.
What's your take? Do you like the style that Sutton's doing, or do you prefer our style, which is a little more uniform and clean?
Yeah, I mean, I think they feel this similar, but look wise, I mean, obviously I'm gonna say I prefer our style. Otherwise, I think we would have done something more this style. But I like that it's different. Like, it's fun that it's a different style and it's not the same as ours. So I like it. I think the issue I have with these kind of rocks is it makes it harder. I could be wrong on this. No, I think it's hard. Like when you're stretching them and moving them, sometimes the texture gets all kind of weird. So as a level designer, it's less flexible, but I could be wrong. And
so when you're building, you might put a rock down and ride it a few times, and then you decide the rock needs to be wider or shorter or whatever. You just kind of change the shape of it, and that's what you're concerned about. That process will make it look wonky.
Yeah, like with ours, it's all just like super smooth and there's not much to it, so you can like kind of stretch them and do what you want.
Right on. Is Julian in the chat? I don't think I've seen him yet. What's up, everybody? Quick hit. We got a bunch of comments in TikTok side of things.
Yo, what up?
Catch up on those a little bit. We got Birdshaw hanging out with us.
While I'm grinding the mod maps, let's roll down chat.
Yeah. Ollie's hanging with us. What's up, guys? It's good to see you. Part-time gamer PC's hanging with us over here. Cactus is back. Good to see you. And AH Song. What up, man? Good to see you. Newbie. Good to see you too. And Makai, as usual. Kind of chiming in a little bit on the way those assets work, as usual. Makai tends to have ideas about things. A lot of things. Good to see you. Vic says Sam Tabor played y'all's game. Yes, he did, man. We were stoked about it. Sam's cool. Seems cool. I've never met him, but he seems like a cool guy. And my son Julian grew up watching him when he was a little kid, so he also has longevity. That dude's been doing this for a long time. It's impressive. That's for sure.
Nice hip. I like that hip, Suitin. Ooh, that's fun.
Evu says, here's a little tee up for you, Joe. Evu says, hey, so I want to buy the game, but do you have any discount codes? Anything to say about that?
Yeah, actually, I just started a Patreon discount literally right before the stream. So I don't even think you have to have the code. I think it's automatic. But if you go sign up for Blue Tier is normally $12 a month. It's half price right now, so you get it for $6 for your first month. Second month, it'd go back up to 12 unless you like change it to green or something. So there you go. There's a discount code. So you can basically get Blue Tier for the price of $1 more than Green Tier currently. And Blue Tier would get you the Founder gear. So even if you only sub for Blue Tier for the 1 month and then drop down, you'll at least get like the Founder gear set, which isn't out yet, but it will be someday.
Word.
Oop, that goes
and that's
nowhere.
a good segue into our current #1 viewer, David at .mtb says, I can't play the playtest. It says the game doesn't exist. What do I do? I think the sale you just talked about is a good segue into answering this question by David.
Yeah, so the playtest was a limited time playtest. It's now ended, and we do not have a date when it'll come back up. So the free Steam playtest is over for now. We'll do another one eventually when we have some features to test. But if you want to hop on and play and get access to everything that we do and test everything, Patreon's where you want to be. So you can join our Patreon. It's $5 a month, and you get all of our development builds. We typically do one a week, or at least every other week. And the next update for Patreon members will probably be next week, and it'll have proximity chat and a bunch of modding updates. So this takes you down to that same ending. That's kind of cool.
And Evu, so basically the $12 tier on Patreon, which is the blue tier, is $6 right now. It's a short-term sale that we're running. So there's a discount. You don't need a code. If you just go to our Patreon and you check out the options, you'll see it there.
But we're using Patreon. If you guys don't know, a lot of gamers don't know Patreon and don't understand it. And to be honest, like when I set up our Patreon, it was the first time I dealt with Patreon. But it's basically just a way for any creator to like have kind of like a community where your community can help donate money and subscribe. And so it's basically just all the money that goes into Patreon goes right back into us developing the game. We're a self-funded indie team. So it's basically just a place to have a community and different membership tiers and things.
Mac No Steez says, holy, Sutton's map looks so sick. He should be an official map creator. It does look sick, and lots of people have downloaded. How many did you say have downloaded this already, Joe?
It's like
1,500 or
15
something?
or 1600 or something. I'm gonna try a little something here, dude. I'm sure Suiton's already fleshed out a bunch of these fun lines, but I see a line right here. We'll drop in.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's not sick.
Kanu or Kana DeSwart says, how do you get cranked? It was the way Joe was describing it. The way you can play cranked right now is by supporting us on Patreon. We don't have anything free up to play right now. But there is a deal on the blue tier of Patreon. It's only $6, and you'll get a free customizable that you get from being blue tier. We haven't created it yet, but we're keeping a record of everybody, and you will ultimately get whatever the customizable for this month is that we make, and some other benefits. You see them on our Patreon tier page, and then you get to keep everything, every build that we release over the course of the month of your first subscription. You keep those forever. And if you ultimately spend $50 total over time, that gets you a Steam key to get the final release of the game too. So that's the way you can play right now. We will do another play test eventually, but we don't know when.
Sure, I'm taking the wrong line there, but that's fine.
Thugmeister, any plans for doing A-Line or Dirt Merchant? Not plans, but we'd love to. If you combine the number of runs I've watched people do on A-Line on YouTube, that number is very, very high. So I'd love to see the trail in the game, but we don't have plans yet. We're not quite to that point yet, but we'd like to.
All right, what other lines we got here? We've done this line, done that line. Have we done this one? I don't know if we've done this one.
I like the details he puts in. Cool.
Yeah, super cool.
Is he just finding assets to work with? Is that how he's doing it? I mean,
yeah, I think it's mostly just like assets from the Unity asset store.
Okay. And just so everybody knows, Sutton did not do any modding at all before we started working on this. Like, he's only been doing this for like a month or so, Joe. Is that right?
Probably less. Well,
less?
3 weeks or something.
So we try to support, because modding is a little bit technical, and you need to have some programmatic knowledge in order to do it, because you do it within the game engine Unity. So we try to help with that. Our main trail builder is Cedric, or Antgrass, and he created a tutorial. We have a pretty vibrant place on our Discord where people talk about it. So just because you haven't modded before, this could be a good time to start, because we're really trying to provide the resources so people who want to do it but have never done it before kind of get what they need to be able to do that.
Ooh, nice and chunky.
Anything to add to that, Joe?
No. I think that was good.
Word. All right, thank you for the follow.
A lot of helpful tips on Discord, so if you need help, hop in there. Those guys will... Everyone's sharing knowledge. It's like a really nice place to hang out if you need help. Yeah, this is fun. Fun trails, Suiton.
Yeah, does look good. We do not know when we are going to be releasing the full game. We're not sure.
Is there transfer here? No.
We're a small team, and we try not to set deadlines and definitive things that when we wouldn't really be able to know for sure. So I mean, we think within a year, 1.0 is what we think. Maybe faster, maybe longer. Eli, it will not be free. We will have another playtest stuff at some point, but we come from free to play. We made Mad Skills Motocross and Mad Skills BMX and a bunch of mobile games like that. If you guys have ever played those, those were free to play games. They can be good. We've kind of had our fill of making free to play games. You have different types of challenges that you have to solve when you make that type of game. So we're just trying to make a really good premium game where every decision is based on what we think is going to make the game better and more fun, and just charge a fair price for it. So no, there won't be a free version of it.
There will be a free demo version.
Free demo version, yeah. So we'll have probably another playtest before the demo. Is that right, Joe? Is that what you're thinking? Maybe even more than one.
Yeah, most likely. I keep forgetting that's a big gap. Yeah, we'll probably do another playtest whenever we have something we need to like stress test the servers or whatever.
I've got a good question. Oh, sorry.
Free demo around October. Go ahead.
One for Ricky. Our guy Ricky brought something up that you and I just had a conversation this week with Julian about, Joe. It'd be a good one. He says, what is your take on pirated games?
Yeah. I mean, I prefer if people didn't pirate our game. You know, like we're just regular people, like trying to make a good game. We're not like millionaires or anything, or AAA. We're not making this thing from a yacht or anything. So I would prefer if people supported other indie devs. But if your option was to pirate the game and play it, or not pirate it and never play it, I'd rather you pirate it and play it. That's the truth. So
yeah,
and
if you do end up pirating it, and you like it, maybe like at least think of something, maybe tell your friends or something else that you could do that kind of supports the effort would be good. But
yeah, tell your friends that do have money about it, and don't tell them about the pirating steps.
Yeah, it's just the reality of it. Yeah, we did make Mad Skills yes, we did. I mean, we're still Joe and I are both still part owners of the company, but we don't work there day to day anymore. But I did for 15 years. And Joe was there for 12 years. I mean, you still do some stuff with Turborilla and Mad Skills occasionally, Joe, don't you?
Yeah. I was in the all company meeting this morning. Mostly so I can show off Crank stuff. But
Chris and Echo, thank you guys for following. If y'all are checking us out for the first time and you're not following us, please consider it. And really, if you haven't wish listed, that's super helpful for us. So we passed 11,000 wish lists this week. Our server next big target is 15. We're trying to turn the pace up a little bit. So, if you've already wish listed, but you think you have friends who might want to, feel free to let them know about us. And if you haven't wish listed yet, just head over to Steam and search for Cranked and hit the button if you're interested in following along with what we've got going on.
Oh, come on. Dude, I'm trying to find weird drop-ins now. It almost works. I wonder if I could take like a... Here we go. Gotta do it like this. Oh, that would be so scary.
Oh, man. Good to see you here, Echo. I'm going to call you Echo. Just because,
I think I'm doing this spot wrong. Yeah, you want us to go this way. I see.
Dino wants to know if the best bike is the e-bike, Joe. I assume it depends on what you're doing, but what's your take on it? It's probably the fastest, I guess, some of the times, right?
Why did it do that? Yeah, it's definitely the fastest, and it's the best for uphill. But it's definitely not the best all around. Like, it's slow to spin, slow to pop, bad bunny hops. There's a lot of things about it that aren't the best. But it's the best climber, that's for sure. Oh, that's sick.
SC asks, is this the MX bikes of MTB, or is it more arcade? And I'd say it's somewhere in between. A lot of the people who play it say it sort of reminds them of it, but it's definitely more accessible than MX bikes, which is a brilliant game, but also very difficult. With the first time you play Cranked, you'll be in control and you'll have fun already. Whereas MX bikes, there's a learning curve.
MX bikes has that like low speed, like it's just so hard to control at low speeds, where Crank doesn't have that. Like, you don't have to balance the bike. I mean, you can lean and you're in full control of like how much you lean and turn and all that stuff. So the controls are very similar, but we didn't think riding a bicycle is hard in real life, like the basics. So we don't want the basics to be hard in this game. So yeah, similar vibes, similar controls, similar free physics mentality. Easier to pick up, still hard to master.
If you feel like when you're playing MX bikes, it kind of feels like you're actually riding, I think that's a way that this is very similar to that. Because I think when you play Cranked, it feels kind of like it feels when you're riding a mountain bike. I spent a lot of time on mountain bikes, some time on mountain bikes, a lot of time on motorcycles. And to me, that's the thing this game has going for it, is just how much it feels like you're riding something.
Infinity has other whips. It's all free physics, just like an MX bike. So there's not like a whip button or canned whip animation. It's all about you moving your bike around like you would in real life. So yeah, you can move the bike around in the air and whip and scrub and all that stuff. We will be fixing up the way we're going to be tweaking and polishing the in-air physics though. So if you don't like how they are now, we're not done with them. But yeah, it's very personal, very stylized. It kind of, it's up to you on how you want to whip. So, Suitin, did we cover everything in here, or am I missing something before we move on to the next map? I feel like I got a lot of it.
Hello, hello,
And great job
hello.
so far, dude.
Yeah, that really good job, man. I'm impressed. Hello says you should make console support after it's fully released. Exactly the plan. Exactly the plan. Get this out as version 1.0 and then tackle the consoles. That's the plan. I think this would be a great console game. Fantastic. Very much a controller game in my view, and it's a good fit.
That was a sick little double drop. He says, I missed the update with the trail map. What update? I mean, I just downloaded your update right before this started, so it should be the right one. Anyway, let's move on for now. But that's sick, Matt. Let's see if this one's been updated.
Yeah, we read YouTube, guys. We just bounce around a little bit, talk to each other. Neither of us are like amazing at, we're both still figuring out how to do this and the best way to do it. So sometimes we just miss things for a little bit.
Yeah, what's going on over there?
Just somebody was asking if
newbie
we
life.
actually read YouTube, and we do. Joe is the founder, indeed.
I mean, I
He's
was
one of
literally
them.
just responding to Suit on YouTube. So.
Yeah, yeah. Joe's one of the founders. There are four of us who were the original founders, and then some other people have invested since then. The four original founders are Joe and me. And Tobias is the guy who created Mad Skills Motocross, and Mike Fisher, who worked with me at Racer X, the motocross magazine, for a long time. I've been working with him since he was 16. So the four of us have been, all of us have worked together for well over a decade, and stoked to be in business with you guys, brother.
Ooh. I did play this map last week, but I think he updated it, so we'll give it a spin this week.
Fang Foley wants to know what your favorite bike brand is, Joe.
I mean, I haven't ridden, like, I've been riding bikes a long time. I haven't owned many bikes. I'm not the kind of person that buys like a new bike every year. My bikes I usually typically ride for like a decade. So the brands that I've personally owned, I've owned lots of Trek, Santa Cruz, and for mountain bikes, I think that's it. And as of right now, I would say my favorite's Santa Cruz. I'll soon be getting a Mondraker probably. And I've ridden some friends' Mondrakers, and I really like those. Trying to think what other bike brands I like. Obviously, Frameworks and Atherton are high on my list. Like, if I had endless money right now, here would be my ideal bike garage. Frameworks downhill bike. Atherton 170 for bike parks. Mondraker Zendit e-bike. And the significant other Dead Reckon for a trail bike. That's what I want. So there you go. Frameworks, Atherton, significant other, and Mondraker. Those are my top four.
A person with maybe an Infinity username, I can't tell, says, how much money went into this game? Our original investment between the four of us was $250,000. That was sort of our initial runway. And then a couple of our employees had the opportunity to buy a bit of the company at that founder valuation. That was Hodge and Maggie. They bought 1% each, I think it was. So that added a little more to the runway. And then we brought on a couple of other investors, some people that are close to Joe, someone who's close to Tobias, sort of a friends and family round. And that maybe added another 125,000. I think we were about 375 at that point. Something like that is the total. And I think we're spending around $33,000 a month or something like that. Most of it is payroll because we have a team of people we got to pay. So yeah, that's the financial side of things. It's expensive to make video games if you're paying salaries. Very pricey.
All right, we to pop on the e-bike. I think we're going to rock the e-bike on this map. This map is by Jax, Alp Playground, I think it's called. But it's just a ton of crazy, like, free ride type lines. Very different style, but also very unique and fun. And I know he's put a ton of work into this thing.
Yeah.
And he's still not done with it. But if you like sketchy free ride lines, this is where you want to be. Uh-oh. What?
When do we hope to have the full version of the game out for everyone? Hopefully within the year, hopefully. But it's out already. If you support us on Patreon, you can play everything already anyway. Anything new that we do, we just test it enough to make sure it's stable and ready to send out. And then if you're a Patreon subscriber, you get it. So I don't know. It's a little different than the other video games we've made in our careers where we built something and then released it. And that was kind of the first time anybody ever saw it. This game, anybody can play it all along the way. So the release is a little different.
Ooh. I can't believe I'm still surviving this trailer, to be honest.
While you survive, our number 3 viewer, I don't have a name, says, how long have you guys been using Unity and what version do you guys use to make this amazing game? I can answer the first part and I'll let you answer the second part. And also thanks for saying it's an amazing game. We've been using Unity for a long time. We moved, let's see, Joe and I also are part of Turborilla and have been for a long time, the makers of Mad Skills Motocross and Mad Skills BMX mobile games. And that's when we started using Unity, back with Mad Skills Motocross 2. And the reason we used Unity is because when we weren't using it, we were only making games for Apple, and it was really difficult to port them for Android as well. And we wanted to expand how many people could play those games. And using Unity made it a lot easier to do that. So for Mad Skills Motocross 2, we transitioned over to Unity, and we used it for every game, all the Mad Skills games since. And then, you know, we're the Mad Skills crew. So when we started making this game, we're very comfortable in this engine, and our initial developers are very, very good in Unity. So that's what we did. And then Joe, I'll let you answer the question about the current.
Here's the Unity version right here, 6000.3.12 F1. 6000.3.12 F1. So if you want a mod, that's the version you need to get. All right, let's try another line. Enduro.
Yeah, we made Mad Skills Motocross and BMX in those games, yes.
Is this the line I just did? I think this is the line I just did.
Sweet. We got Julian here now.
Nice. What up, Julian?
Thanked Julian in the comments on the TikTok side of things is our marketing coordinator. He's my son. He's been interning with us for a while. He started working for us on payroll at the beginning of April, and he graduated from WVU last week, and he's gonna be full-time next week. So if Julian answers, he knows what he's talking about.
All right, we'll take this line then.
That is cool, man.
Oh, get up there.
Oh. That's cool.
I think I went a little too hot into the first jump. That's better. I feel like I'm Red Bull Rampage or something.
Joe, if we or somebody wanted to mod Ray's Indoor Bike Park in Cleveland, Ohio, classic, legendary place you and I both want to go. We will be going sometime, I would say, in the next 12 months. How difficult is that? There's not elevation stuff that you have to worry too much about, but you probably don't. You know, maybe they have blueprints of the place. Maybe they have certainly video, lots of video. You think it'd be a hard thing to pull that off?
I mean, if you're someone with skills like Cedric, like he's really fast at like hopping in Blender or whatever he uses to like make ramps and stuff. You know, most of it's made out of wood, transition and stuff. So I feel like if you're fast at making quarter pipes and ramps and jumps and things like that, I don't think it would be too horrible. Like I definitely think that's easier than like recreating Whistler or something.
Right. Do you think it would be fun? Because it's not going to be nearly as wide open. It's going to be a lot tighter. It's going to, there's not going to be so much just like blast and survive.
I don't know. You'd probably have to blow it up a little bit. Like you'd probably want to do it like a 1.5 scale or something.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it would be fun. I mean, we haven't tested, Cranked has been kind of designed for dirt riding, like trails, and we haven't tested this game in skate parks and on quarter pipes and things like that. So I don't, we might have to tweak some physics stuff to make it work good for transition riding like that.
Yep.
Dude, Jax, your trail's just too hard for me. I don't have the skills. Skill issue. This whole map should just be called skill issue. Come on. You broke your arm at Whistler Park? That sucks.
Thankfully asks us if we have a separate channel. I think he's asking both of us, but Joe's got a pretty cool YouTube channel. I don't know how active you are on it right now because you spend all your waking hours working on cranks. But why don't you talk about your? I have one that's kind of in the works, but it's not public yet, so I don't really need to. It's not ready to talk about. But Joe's got something cool going on.
Yeah, I did have a goal. Was it for 2025 or 2026? Time flies, and I forget what year it was. I thought it was for, I don't know. Either way, maybe it was 2025. I had a goal to post like a new YouTube video a week on my other channel, which is Joe Welch Photography. I'm big into photography, and for a while I was doing pretty good. And then we put Crank into full-time production, and I have since maybe done one video. So, you know, ideally once Cranked is released and we can hire more people and I can work less, I'll probably get back at photography channels because it's fun and I just like to do it because I enjoy it. So if you're into photography, check it out, Joe Welch Photography. It's my channel.
ADDXDD asks, why did the playtest end? It was not done. It was so much fun. Well, it was. We actually extended it from the amount of time it was supposed to go up by another full week. So it was. It survived well past what we had originally planned, and that's the same build that the people who subscribe on Patreon get. So we can't ask them to subscribe on Patreon and then just give it away forever. That's why. So, but we will ultimately have a demo out again. We did have a demo that was free, but the rest of the game kind of outpaced it, and it wasn't good enough anymore. And we didn't want to like misrepresent what we are right now with something that was old. So we took the demo down and just kind of made the full version available for a week and a half or so. We'll do something else like that, and we'll eventually have a demo again. But yeah, it's not really about being a free game here. It's just difficult to pull that off without advertising and all kinds of other stuff we don't want to do. So we're just going to try to make it good and charge a fair price, and hopefully enough people think it's worth playing and support us playing.
Dude, this section's sick, Jax. There's so many lines right here. I know I'm not doing your trails justice at all. One day we'll have to get you on the stream as a guest and just you can rip through all your, maybe when this is done, like once you kind of feel like this is done and ready to go, we'll get you on stream and you can rip through them.
Any plans for mod, or have there been? I know there've been some things on Discord, but for like modding streams where we're actually building live, or you think it's just too boring to watch that live, or?
Oh, I think that'd be fun. I mean, I'm not going to be the one doing it because I'm not modding, but or do you mean like get a modder? I mean, what?
Yeah, like you and Jax, for instance, doing you and Jax, or you and a different modder regularly, kind of having streams where you talk about what they're building and how it works, and kind of designed that maybe not necessarily for mass consumption, but for the people who want to learn how to mod. Could be kind of cool.
Could do that, like little hour episodes, because I bet people could watch those and then learn a thing or two. I think like it's one thing to get a tutorial of like this is how you mod, and someone always opens up a brand new project and like shows you the basics, and it's like that's cool and all, but what I really want to see is like the full workflow and everything. Like I feel like those kind of videos are better. So some videos that are showing people kind of deep into the modding stuff, I think would be nice. It will take some time for it to be done. Yeah, I bet you've been spending a lot of time on here. I want to get good at it, but I'm not. What time we got? See, we already got 30 minutes in. We got to keep moving. Sorry, Jax. Wrong. Bad maps down. Don't think this has been updated. Let's double check. We'll rip down this trail anyway because it's fun.
Alexander's asking it how you play. So right now, number one, you can go to Steam and wishlist us, which is very helpful to us if you guys are interested. It's just really good for the algorithm. It sends a signal to them that we're humming along. And our Steam numbers are picking up. Our wish list numbers are picking up in general. We had a great day yesterday, almost 300 wish lists just yesterday alone. So you can do that. But to actually play right now, the only way to play Cranked right now is to support us on Patreon. And you can just go to Patreon and search for Cranked or click the links in our bios. And you'll see there's a couple of options. But right now, the second tier, which is a really good tier, it's typically $12 a month, is on a short-term sale for $6. So if you want to try the game, get a free customizable that you'll be able to rock in the game later on, head over to Patreon and search for Cranked and subscribe. If we see you subscribe today, we'll give you a call out on the stream as well.
This might be one of my favorites so far just because it's so flowy. I can't wait till there's racing on this one.
Jules DeRuke and Brucer Lee Sheard both supported us on Patreon, Joe. Thank you, Jules and Brucer Lee.
Thanks.
Appreciate you guys. And Maxime before that. Very cool.
Wherever we're riding is in a drought, apparently, because this dirt is dry.
Oh, yeah, it's dry.
I don't know, Damien or Maggie, if you're watching. I think I just noticed rider's foot is like above the pedal. So we probably want to fix that.
Milan, what's up, man? Dude, this is a nice thing to read. He says, just bought the game and I'm very happy with it. Honestly, it's the best mountain bike game made to this date.
Ooh,
awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. We have a long way to go, too. We really don't have much metagame in, but we focus mostly on, we focus so heavily on the way the bike moves and feels and the way the trails are being built and the sort of core of the game initially. So I'm glad to hear that that's what I'm guessing that's what you're looking for more than everything else. And as we get the world built into it, it's going to be, I think, even cooler.
Little devil emoji says, will you guys have Red Bull Hardline map? I don't know, but let me play this map and you tell me what you think.
You're not on racing right now, though, so you're not setting a time.
Nah, I'll just get angry if I join racing because I won't be able to get a good time.
Where are you on the leaderboard for this trail, Joe? Do you know?
54.
Wow,
let's go into racing.
You should be able to fix that.
See if we can get a time. You asked for hardline. Here we go. Now you're gonna watch me suffer for the next hour and a half.
Yeah.
No, we got to get back to mod maps, but let's see if we can get a time.
Novo asks, does the bike actually show compression on the tires and the shocks? I actually don't know about the tires, but the shocks definitely do. I know a lot of times people want to see them move more than they do. But they're all moving and you can see it, and I mean we can demonstrate it pretty easily, but it's not maybe as obvious as some people want it to be.
Tires don't have compression. We've talked about it and it could be doable, but it's not important right now. We do want to make the suspension look nicer, but it is absolutely moving.
When is full release? Money asks. Yeah, we're not sure, man. I mean, we're hoping within a year, but we're not sure. We try not to like guess at what's going to happen in the future too much. We have an idea what we're doing and we have long-term goals, but we focus mostly on what's in front of us right now and trying to do the right thing at the right time. And we save decisions like that for when we have a better idea, but hopefully within a year.
Some questions I want to answer here. Sir Gregory, what's the progression style for grinding bike skins? The senders drop the ball in their system. We haven't designed all that yet, but the idea is there's kind of some main progression systems. There's 3 different progression systems kind of that all intertwine. The main one is going to be the mountain progression. So it's open world. So when you first start in the open world, you'll be limited to what chairlifts you have access to. And as you complete challenges, the lift attendant's going to like stamp your lift pass. And when you complete a certain amount of challenges, you can take it to the ticket office, trade in your pass for a better one that gives you access to more lifts, which will allow you to access more of the mountain. And you keep doing that till you unlock the entire mountain. The way the bike progression will work is there's going to be a bike shop at the base of the map, and you can go into the bike shop and browse bikes. There will not be an in-game economy. You will not be earning money. You will not be trying to get sponsorships. None of the like stuff you're used to that I think has just personally been overdone in other action sports games. But it'll be challenge based. So you go into the bike shop, you can look at the bikes, say you want to get the Frameworks downhill bike. You can take a look at it. There'll be a list of challenges you'll have to complete in order to earn that bike. Then you go back out into the open world, go find those challenges, complete them, go back to the bike shop, and the bike will be yours. And that's kind of how bikes will work. And then gear will be based on challenges as well, but it'll be a lot of like kind of bigger challenges. So like if you complete a zone, like a region in the open world map 100%, you'll get some like sick gear for completing that. So a lot of that stuff will be kind of like achievement based. And then we're also going to hide gear all over the open world. So there'll be like backpacks hidden around. And if you just find those, you open them up, there'll be random gear items. But we're also open to ideas from the community. So if you have ideas for how you want the progression system to work or how you want gear to be unlocked or whatever, let us know. There will also be a ton of gear that's just unlocked for free when you buy the game. And like, I don't like games when you kind of get it and all the gear has to be grinded for. Like, there should be a nice selection of good branded gear stuff, even just if you just bought the game. So a lot of it will just be included with the game. So that's the plan. But I'd love to hear what you guys have for ideas. Oh, that's going to cost me. I've lost all my time.
Pretty impressive run considering you were talking the whole time. Though.
I was just going to say, I can't believe I didn't crash during and talk at the same time.
I was watching to see what was going to happen. You pulled it off, though. Zambi says, what happened to Fika Break and the others? That was on the demo map, and that's kind of what got antiquated. Like, the game had really evolved, and most of those trails weren't fun anymore. The current physics didn't make a ton of sense. So we ultimately pulled that down. So there's no way to get Fika Break right now, right, Joe?
Nope. We might add it as an Easter egg, like a hidden cave. My idea is kind of have like a hidden cave in the open world, and if you go in there, there's a way that it'll like teleport you to the old demo map. It's not in there yet. There were some other good questions. What else are you seeing, Brian?
This is a good one by Novel. 3D Prince says, because I know where he's coming from. I love the way the game looks, but it seems to me that when riding, it seems so fast like a Bugatti. And it does. When you watch it, it does feel really crazy fast. Well, my feeling would be it doesn't feel that way as much when you play it. You have a surprising amount of control and ability to navigate these trails, even at this speed. That's my take. But Joe, you're way better than I am at this game. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so a lot of people say I've got a lot of things to say about this actually.
So good question then. Good question.
First of all, let me change my FOV, and all of a sudden it's going to be slower. So a lot of it has to do with your camera. Depending on your FOV, the wider you have your FOV, the faster it's going to feel. But also, there's like some GoPro effect. Like if we'd made the game to scaled the speed 1:1 to real life and scaled everything 1:1, it feels boring. It's slow. It's just like, what am I doing? And like, it's just not fun. So things are sped up. You are going faster than you would in real life. But when people play it, a lot, we've had it many, many times. People say it looks way too fast. And then as soon as they play it, they're like, never mind, it feels great. But it also, like I said, camera settings, like I like mine. It feels weird to play on something different. Where I had them, we'll make it a little bit less than it was. Put this back this way, a tad. The other thing is it's trail dependent. So some trails are going to feel way faster than others, right? If you make a trail that's super steep, like we don't have a limiter on the bike. So if you make a trail that's ridiculously steep, the amount of speed you're going to get to is going to be wild. Just like in real life, if you just bombed a mountain, you're going to get going really fast. But the consequence is death. And in a video game, there is no consequence. So, you can kind of get silly with it. So some of the trails are very steep and gnarly. And if you're good like Suiton and you cannot crash, I mean, you can get going to some crazy speeds. This is a replica, and we tried to make it 1:1 as close as we could, and it's the closest I've ever seen any video game do. I actually have a side-by-side comparison video that I made. Ace of Vermet's time on this trail in real life versus one of my best times, and we were 1/10 of a second off, and it was kind of insane how close the runs were. So, I don't know. A lot of factors play into the speed of things. We're also going to be adding things in the future like motion blur and all the stuff will be customized. We could turn it off if you don't like it. But there'll be other things to make it feel even faster. Some people think it's not fast enough. So,
but great comment, because I've heard that a lot. A lot of times people see it initially and they think it seems super fast. Renee is interested in making custom bikes. Says, how about we make our custom bike?
Yeah, we won't have custom bikes and modding just because we're partnering with real bike brands to put their actual bikes in the game. Like the bike you see here is the Frameworks bike. We don't want to step on any toes by allowing it in modding. We're not going to be selling these bikes to you. Like they'll be included in the game. So it's not like a money cash grab thing. It's just we want to do official partnerships and have cool bikes in the game and make them available for everyone. But who knows? I'm also down to changing our plans and listening to the community. So in the future, there might be way more modding stuff. But we're also being careful because we got to make sure whatever we do is allowed on consoles, because eventually this game's gonna be on consoles, and we want all the mods to be cross-platform. Little scrub. Hard on the brakes coming into the switchbacks. To the nasty rock garden. I don't know if I'm ahead right now or not. Oh, that cost me.
I'm seeing some questions from Crepes and a couple of others asking how much it would be. And again, that's sort of a future decision. We're not sure yet, but we think somewhere 25 to 35 is the plan. And there will never be microtransactions in this game. There will be DLCs eventually, and we'll make sure those are great deals too. But we're not going to get into nickel and diming. We're not going to get into microtransactions in the game. We've had our fill of that with the mobile games that we made, and it's not fun for us. We don't like it. It's not our thing. When you have free to play and when you have in-game currency and stuff like that, you have to make all kinds of decisions that are not based on what makes the game fun for players. You have to. There's just not really any other way to do it, and we're kind of over it. So, not going to do that.
There we go. We're up to 12th, and I was in like 50th or something, so I'll take that. We got a 216. Students at a 208. Fine with me. Let's go back to mod maps. The flow. I feel like there's more. There should be more maps. Does this not? Hold on.
No Tasmania, Charles.
That's why.
We made Wales just kind of as a test, but no Tasmania yet.
What do we have here? Have I played this one?
Adrian says, just for the microtransactions, you got my follow. Nice, man. And that's a commitment, too. Like, if somebody record this, trust me, we will not have microtransactions in Cranked. It's not going to happen. Hate that shit.
I mean, the truth is, the whole team is, for the most part, we're all just a bunch of hardcore gamers, and we know what it's like to be on the player side of things. So, trying to just do the best we can. Oh, I remember playing this one. I don't think it's been updated.
Jack123, thank you for the follow. And Adrian, you as well. You guys following us, really appreciate it. If you're not following us on whatever platform you're watching, please consider it. We're really trying our best to grow. And if you haven't wishlisted us on Steam yet, please head over to Steam and just search for Cranked and hit the wishlist button. Super helpful to us. Trying to get to 15,000.
Right now, we are checking out mod maps. If you're wondering what these maps are all about, these are maps made by the community. We added modding a few weeks ago, so we're just checking them out.
Got modding in the game. Joe and Hodge have been working on proximity chat this week, and that'll be released, I assume, next week, Joe, and not this week. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yep. And then what's the next big thing after procs? Because now, I mean, you guys are so ahead of schedule on a lot of these features. We didn't even think modding would be done when you were originally scheduling things. What's the next big feature or change after?
Hodge is working on modding still. So lots of things modders need is like ability to add racing to their trails, track tape, some more assets, skyboxes, fixing some bugs. So that's a lot of exciting stuff for the modders and people who want to play the mod maps. And then we've discussed maybe doing customization soon. Customization is like one of the last big things not in, and part of the Patreon perks is getting like customizables every month. Since we don't even have it in the game yet, like the Patreon members have kind of been like waiting. So I feel like we might do customization soon. And then the Steez, what we call the Steez Pass, which is basically just us making the game look more steezy and fixing animations, body positions. You can see this rider position's a little weird. He's got a little hunchback. His feet aren't always on the pedals right, and his hands probably need to be adjusted. They're sometimes off the grip and not on the brakes, and it's just little things like that. So we'll be doing a bunch of that. What else? Am I missing something?
That Frameworks DH bike's looking dope, though. My God.
It is looking really nice.
Look at that thing.
Brinko's Fast in the chat. What up?
What up, Brinko's Fast?
UI overhauls coming in soon. Hopefully I can start working, like actually implementing that in the game the next couple weeks. Like all the UI you guys have seen, all this stuff has been placeholder. None of this is going to stay. So all these setting screens, all that stuff's getting ripped out and fully replaced with something that looks more legit. Oh, Cedric might, he's pretty much finished up. I mean, there's a few more trails he wants to do on the open world, but otherwise we've way exceeded the goal. Our original goal was 40 trails in the open world. I think he said we're at 55 or something right now. So he's going to put some more in there. There's some spots that need some filling in. But after that, we're talking about maybe starting on the next map, the next open world map. So it's another big feature that might be coming in, at least the start of things soon.
And that one might be sort of tropical / urban combo. So it would give us a chance to get some cool urban downhill stuff in the core game and just a different environment and vibe in general.
Ooh, through the trees. That was actually kind
Wow,
of sick.
beautiful. I saw a question on here from Novale 3D Prince, who's our he's our number 2 viewer right now. He says, "Is it going to be open world or race only?" Yeah, man, open world. Joe's doing open world right now. I mean, he's on a trail, but
I'll go show you.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll show you.
And then after you show that, are you going to use a drone at all right now? Because we really haven't talked about the drone and that.
Yeah.
So I'll just kind of introduce it a little bit. One of the things we're doing, we haven't seen this. You guys, if you've seen this, let us know if another game has done this. But Joe and I were not able to find it. Joe and the team have built an FPV drone in the game. You see him flying right now.
Yeah, let me get the actual FPV.
Okay. And a thing that's different about Cranked is you can be an FPV pilot with a radio, a real one, somebody who flies in real life, and you can connect your radio to your computer, and you can fly the FPV drone in Cranked, recording other players who are riding mountain bikes. It's a mashup of 2 different types of games, obviously different physics, drone physics, bike physics, etc. And I know there are FPV games where drone pilots can film, things that exist within the environment, but it's not other players playing in real time. I think this is the first time an action sports game has brought in a proper FPV drone that drone pilots can use. And if you're a rider, you can ride in the game, and if you're a pilot, you can fly in the game, and you have something to record. If anybody's seen this in another game, let us know. Anyway, we have that, and Joe can kind of show you a little bit about the FPV drone.
And I see some people saying BMX Streets has a drone. Yes, other action sports games have drones. I have never played one that has an FPV drone. So we also have an assisted drone just like those other games. But I'm talking full FPV, acro, like, proper FPV drone.
One that hopefully competes with the FPV drone sims, or at least doesn't compete exactly, but one that for people who are into the more high-end sims, when they fly a drone and Cranked, it feels like they're flying a proper drone. That's the thing we haven't seen.
Like FPV, the FPV is the kind of drones you would see like in a Red Bull broadcast where, if you're watching like Red Bull Hardline and they got a camera following the rider, it's some dude flying around an FPV drone like this. So I wanted to create a sim in the game here so pilots who are interested in getting into that kind of flying can practice, because there's really nothing out there to let you do it. I mean, some of these things like Trip FPV will have like little animated clips of a dirt biker riding on a track and you can like follow them around, but it gets kind of boring when you're flying the same animated clip over and over. Instead, you can follow a person. So here we go. Oh, where'd you go? Just going to try to follow. Let's go find a person on the map. Show you guys.
It's a really great opportunity for people to make cool content too. So we're hoping that we have some really great pilots and they get super good within the game, and they're pairing up with the best riders and making sick edits. That's kind of the hope.
Someone's down here. Where'd they go? They keep moving on me. All right, I'm not following you because you keep moving on me, whoever you are, making me angry. All right, where's someone? We got over here. All right, Mini World Cup. Let's go drop a marker by Mini World Cup, my new favorite trail. But anyway, we're talking about the open world. So this map is huge. We put a marker here. Then we flip into drone mode, and I'll show you kind of how. I think there's someone here, right here, ready to go. Where'd they go? Oh, they already started. Missed them.
Joe Rogen says, I don't know if y'all have ever played Shredders, but their FPV drone feels great.
Not an FPV drone. Drone, yes, not FPV.
So you've played the drone in Shredders?
Yeah, our assisted drone, I based off of the Shredders drone. So our assisted drone feels very much like the Shredders drone. But that's not FPV. Like you can't you can't do stuff like, what does FPV stand for? First person view, I guess. Yeah, that's more of like an arcadey, almost if you had like a DJI drone that's like automatic, not quite FPV.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get in here at the FPV, chase people around, record clips. Gets hard when you go into a forest because FPV is very hard to fly. But I'm using an actual FPV controller. Like I'm not using a regular gamepad. Like this is, it's legit. You can tune your rates. You can do all kinds of different stuff. Adjust the physics of the drone. Should be coming out right here. Oh, they restarted.
Jack123 asks, will you have sponsors in the game like in Descenders where riders can get sponsored? And we haven't talked too much about that. I know that's something I think they do at Mavericks as well.
Yeah,
I'm not
no, we
mistaken.
won't. I think that's like the go-to for every action sports game, and it's just so overdone, and I'm kind of sick of it as a gamer myself. So we will not have any sponsorships or anything like that.
But real world brands, for sure. You know, this is a Frameworks bike already, and you can see riding in Fox racing gear right now. And we will have real world brands, but it's not going to be like a get sponsored, level up your sponsorship metagame or anything like that.
I'm not in racing mode.
We used to talk about doing a version of that. Mad Skills Motocross 2, I think, is when we really started playing with the idea of building a sponsorship progression system, but we never really went that route.
All right, where were we? Did we do free ride line? I don't think so. L Dog or something. The crashing
What's that?
mechanics where you fall off if you hit an obstacle. You can fall off. We want to redo the ragdoll and all that, but yeah, you can definitely crash and fall off. Will it be
Cooper
online
says
like
y'all should
PvP?
Cooper says y'all should take physics notes from MX Bikes. They are insanity. I mean, first of all, props, man. What an awesome game. MX Bikes is awesome. It's just way different. I mean, you know, motorcycle physics and mountain bike physics are quite different. We're going for something more accessible than they went for. Um, you know, huge props. But I'm not sure how much crossover there is there. What do you think about that, Joe?
Nah, they're different sports. They feel very different. I mean, you can even ask Hodge, our programmer, who's a dirt bike rider himself for his whole life, and he's played thousands of hours of MX bikes, and he's made his own motocross game. He'll tell you too that they're quite different. So yeah, we take influence from them, and it's a similar play style, similar physics, like, you know, it's all free physics, the same kind of vibe, but it's at the end of the day, it's a totally different sport that's going to feel very different.
But I hear you, Cooper. It's just a killer game. The physics are amazing. 100% agree with you.
All right, that one didn't seem to work. We'll go to Mackay's because that's the one I really want to try. We need a downhill four cross excite bike replica track. Yeah, hey, get Ancrass on some four cross stuff. He used to race four cross.
What's up, Ashton? Ooh. Good to see you, man. Ashton says, best game out there for mountain bikes. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Just love how every mod map has a different vibe. It's going to be fun to see. You know, this is just the start. It's been a couple weeks, and this modding version is like, I know that's not the line, but I took it. You know, this version is very bare bones. We didn't give many tools to work with. So to see what people are creating already in like the bare bones MVP version, it's pretty exciting.
Hey, Zach Markham, let's go Mountaineers, brother. Coming at you live from Morgantown right now, as a matter of fact. I am. Joe's in El Paso.
I'm in New Mexico. You know, you're always trying to make me a Texan, dude. I'm proud to be New Mexican.
Just kidding. You're close to... Yeah, that's true. That's true. Any sneak leaks to the urban tracks? No, because we really haven't started working on the urban tracks yet, as far as I know.
Doesn't exist. No, nothing.
Unless anybody's done something in modding, we haven't. Yeah, that's going to be in a different map, which we haven't built yet. So no, nothing yet.
I haven't seen any urban mod maps. I saw someone post a video of one, but I haven't seen it uploaded yet. So I don't know what's the status of that. Yeah, this is fun. This feels like you're at your local single track trail, just going for a cruise, hitting trees like I do in real life sometimes.
And no release yet. And will we have World Cup tracks? We hope so. We would like to, we all love to watch UCI races and would love to do, some sort of a partnership and some real world builds, real world tracks, trails. Eventually, we'd love to, but we're just not. We're still just building. I mean, we're still in alpha. I see it still says pre-alpha up there, Joe. Have we ever changed the official stage of the game to alpha, or are we still technically pre-alpha?
I don't know. I know we said on the stream we could just start saying alpha, but I guess we haven't changed the text up there yet. Yeah, I think most of the core features are in. And if you kind of look at our backlog of everything we wanted to get done in this phase, most of it's done. There's some little things lingering here and there, but when doesn't that happen with game dev? Whoa. So that's one kind of crash detection we need to work on. Like that kind of crash should be over the bars.
Yeah, yeah.
I like this
A lot
one
of
the
times,
best right here.
when we're playing, you'll hear Joe talk about things we need to work on, or comment to our programmer, or other things like that, and that's because we're developing this game in public. We're still alpha phase of the game. Released it about a year ago, but we're a very small team, and we've really done a lot in that amount of time. But we are developing in public, and there's so many things that are still to be done in this game. It's far from release ready. So, if you see anything that looks wonky, we probably just haven't gotten to it yet. You hear Joe barking out things that he thinks we need to change. That's just basically the way we work right now. Hodge is listening, and I'll probably put it on the backlog and get it done sometime soon.
Is there any other... Dude, this is going to be sick. I like how... Ooh, we do have a little thing here, but it looks like you're just kind of... Oh, it's carved out. Let's try this.
Do you think when people make great mod maps that sort of become legendary, you would ever consider creating one-off challenges for those specific mod maps in some way? Have you ever thought about that, or is that a common thing with modding?
I mean, originally I wanted to have all the whole challenge system as an option for modders so they could get in there and like use the same challenge tools we do to actually make challenges. So I don't know. I'll have to talk to Hodge about that and if it's doable. Because I think it'd be cool if someone could basically just like make what we're making in the open world. The other idea was like if someone makes some exceptionally well, like a bike park or something, pay the modder for it, put it in as an official game, and then take it and further develop it, make challenges for it, put, rewards in there for completing the challenges and add more racing and whatever. So I think the best modders will be rewarded with their maps becoming official maps and getting paid. That's my hope and my plan, at least, as long as Cranked has some money in the future.
Ashton is asking, why do you need email for mods? Is it just for the Modio system that you need to have an account for? Is that what it is?
Yeah, Hodge can maybe answer. But yeah, if you have to sign up for a Mod.io account, I mean, that's... Mod.io is a third-party thing that we use, which is basically what everyone uses for modding in this genre. So if you need an email, I think it would be that. Well, I mean, we're not making you sign up with an email.
Yeah.
We don't like keep track of anyone's emails. I think
What
that's
up, Black?
it.
No VR yet, Black. Maybe eventually. I mean, we don't have any plans for VR, but a lot of people ask about it. So I guess you never know down the line. But no, it's a PC game right now, and eventually we want to go to consoles. But no plans for VR and no plans for mobile currently.
Okay, am I missing any trails or did I hit them all? That one over there looks like it's not carved yet. You're just kind of mapping it up. We can't auth with Steam yet is why. There you go. We can't auth with Steam. So if you're talking about changing your username in there and signing in with Unity, that's because the game isn't available on Steam yet. Once it's available on Steam, then you'll just log in and it'll be your Steam username. Now that's it. Cool. Dude, I'm excited for your the rest of your map, Makai. I think this will be cool. I like that it's kind of got like a local trail vibe.
Higgs says fast traveling to trailheads on the map after they've been unlocked would be super dope. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. It's already, I mean, you can already fast travel to every race trail and a bunch of other stuff. But the way it'll work is as you're exploring and you complete a trail, once you complete a trail top to bottom, full run, you'll unlock the ability to fast travel to the top of that trail. So it kind of, you go around and explore, find trails, and then you get rewarded with the ability to fast travel. You'll be able to fast travel to the lifts, all the trails that you've played, whatever race trails. Like, yeah, we're not going to force people to ride around endlessly just to find something fun to do.
Yeah.
Strawberry Hill. Let's try this one. Let's Strawberry Hill with two lines off the rip. Let's give it a whirl. Let's take the right line first. Ooh, this one's like a little techie. I like the visuals.
Huh. Pretty lush.
Yeah. That was cool. Ooh, I like that.
Pockets of shadow.
This is fun. That's a good one. Little gap. Nice. That's a fun trail. Let's try the other trail. Will we be able to implement 3D scans in the game in the future? Yeah, you can pull in height maps or do whatever you want. So I think you'd be, if you 3D scan something and turn it into a height map, I think you'd be able to import it, no problem.
Ricky Simon says the braking physics need fixing and traction is still bouncy like Descenders.
What do you not like about the braking? And I don't agree that traction is bouncy. How's traction bouncy? Yeah, it's fun. Thanks for the rose, Eduardo.
Oh, nice, Eduardo. Thank you. If y'all aren't following, please consider it and head over to Steam and wishlist us there too if you haven't done that yet. Super helpful. I got an off-topic question. Who here, anybody, has seen the movie Obsession? Show of hands if you have seen the movie Obsession, and then I'd like to know what you thought of it.
I have not.
Do you like horror? Do you like horror movies, Joe?
I don't mind them, but Laura typically doesn't, so we usually don't watch them. Whoops, missed the gap that time. Do you like horror movies?
I love horror movies. Yeah, Guzman says make a dirt bike game. We made Mass Skills Motocross, man. We made the biggest motocross video game, I'd say, by the numbers of all time. Gotta be, because our Mad Skills games had like 250 million plus players. So yeah, we made. I mean, I come from the sport of motocross, and really though, I've been in the sport of motocross one way or the other since I've been working professionally. Half our team comes from motocross in some way or the other.
Go down the hill. There we go. Roll down the hill, buddy.
But we're going to get this mountain bike game done first before we consider maybe another moto game.
Can I Patreon to play the playtest still? Yes. So Patreon, the version I'm playing right here is what Patreon members get. So yeah, the version that was the playtest is also the same version that's currently up for Patreon. Patreon will probably get a new update next week. Yeah, if you join Patreon, everything's unlocked. You guys get, Patreon members get access to everything.
Yo, Heiser, let's go Mountaineers, brother.
All right, so we have left. Two left. Fever Dream.
Seems like a lot of people are saying they want to see Obsession, but I haven't seen anybody in here saying yeah, man, that's terrifying. It's a terrifying movie. My daughter loves horror films. She's into all that A24 stuff and really likes horror movies, and she almost had to leave, she said. It's super. I mean, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed it, and I left laughing, but yeah. And also, from what I understand, and I could have this wrong, but I understand that movie had a budget of under $1 million. Obsession? That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I didn't like Google it or anything, but that's what I heard. It's good. Scary.
This track's a little fast.
Oh my God, Likes Raven says that's awesome. I make animatronics for horror movies, dude. Listen.
Oh my God.
If I was wealthy, I'm not a stuff person. You know, Joe, you probably know that about me. I don't collect things. I'm not like nostalgic about things very much. But if I was ever going to collect anything, it would be animatronics. I've been into animatronics my whole life. I always thought they were awesome. I think it was like Showtime Pizza or Chuck E. Cheese or one of those places that had animatronics
Chuck E. Cheese did.
Up on the stage that got me to first think about them. But I've always been such a huge fan of them. Dude, I would love to like see some of your work, some of the animatronic stuff you've made for movies. Likes Ravens. Seriously, I'd be really pumped about it. I don't know how you would get it to me. We hang out, if you check out our Discord or whatever, I'm just Brian over there. You could connect there. Or, I don't know. Shoot us a DM or something, but I'd love to see your work. I think it's such a cool thing.
Ooh. Oh, I just jumped that. Interesting. Corin for the roast. Thanks. I don't know if that was new or recent or it's probably recent if you're still here. Appreciate it.
Random guy, thank you for the follow, man.
Is it just those two?
Check
Oh,
out
there was a third.
Dark Ravens Design online. Joe, when you get a break, let's pull up Dark Ravens Design stuff and let everybody check out his animatronics work. DarkRavensDesign.com. Let's check this out.
Which one is? I have too many windows open.
It looks like the tabs on your browser, except there's only about 10% as many of these windows as you have tabs.
Dude, which one is this one? What is it?
It's what do you say? Dark Ravens. Dark Raven, which is one word. Designs. Dark Raven Designs. Let's check it out.
Where am I going though? Like, is it?
I don't know. He had mentioned that we could check him out and find some of his work. I thought maybe we'd see if we see anything.
Oh, we could go to.
I don't know. I like the people are sharing with us in the comments and telling us what
YouTube?
they do. Let's check it out and see.
There we go.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Oh,
What you got there, man? What are you working on? Anything that's like your favorite stuff that you think we should check out? Maybe just the most viewed video.
that's creepy.
Nice.
Dude, that's sick.
That is awesome. Wow, super impressed, man. That's great. I'm gonna follow you. I'll find you someplace and follow you. That's cool.
That's so cool.
I love it.
Dude,
Thanks, man.
creepy. That's dope. All right, where were we? All right, we gotta try to get through this line. Ooh, there we go. A little gap. Oh, never mind. Thought I got excited like I had a cool gap. Let's make that happen. I think as people get better at the game, their mods will get better too. Sometimes I think, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the more you know the game, the better. Like Suiton, for example. He knows the game pretty well. His trails are turning out pretty nice.
Yeah. One dude said, game looks worse than the last time he looked at it. We're just showing some mod maps, man. A lot of these are just kind of in the very early stages. This isn't a core game, so you're just seeing something somebody's modding right now.
But appreciate the honest feedback. Let's try this one.
Yeah.
I haven't played this one yet. What do we got? 2 lines?
Jackie J Boy says, can you play downhill? A downhill mod map, which looks like you're doing that.
Everything's kind of downhill, isn't it?
Yeah.
The tree whooshes might be a little over. You know what I'm excited for right after this? Get to have a meeting with sound designer.
Oh yeah, talk about that a little
Hear
bit.
some new sounds for the very first time.
We talked about this a bit a couple of weeks ago, I think, but just kind of give the lowdown on our new sound designer and how we got to know her and all that stuff.
Yeah. We could talk about it. I'm trying to figure, like, I wonder how much. Hold on a second.
What kind of bikes do we have? I have a Levo, Specialized Levo. And this is the week I get back on my bike after dealing with broken ribs. It is this week. I'm giving it 1 day to dry out, and tomorrow I ride. I'm super stoked. Super stoked.
I'm excited to hear how it goes. But yeah, let's talk sound designer. We're working with Pauline. I don't know her last name off the top of my head. I should. But if any of you guys have played Rooftops and Alleys, the awesome parkour game, another indie game, I know she did. Her husband is the developer of that game, and she helped with the sound design for Rooftop and Alleys, and also a new game that they're working on. But she recently started doing, I think, some like freelance kind of contract work for sound design, and I love working with other indie devs and people kind of in similar situations as us. So yeah, we're gonna work together, and she's been working on making a bunch of custom sound effects for the bike. The way the tires are gonna interact with different surfaces like gravel, wood, rock, mud, loam, dirt. She's been working on all that kind of stuff, and I get to hear samples for the very first time today, so I'm excited. Well, that was all the mod maps. What time we got? 45 minutes. Let's go rip down. Let's go to the open world. If any Patreon members want to get in, jump in the multiplayer server, I'll be in there. Let's run some
Jack's
laps.
asking to see the main game now. So you're going to go back to the main
Yeah.
world? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, let's do it. We got you, Jack.
Here we go. Main game. Lakeside. Let's do a fast time on Lakeside. So we got a fast time game mode in here. It's the first multiplayer game mode. When you join the lobby, it'll alert you about it. You get 15 minutes per trail. It picks a random trail. Well, you get to vote. You get to vote from 4 options. And then you get 15 minutes. There's a mini session leaderboard. Right now we have 3 people grinding this one. So we'll see if we can get first place, but it depends on who the other 2 people are. Because if it's like Suiton and Jax and Duck and those guys, then I will not be getting better position, probably. This is the open world. This is a trail in zone 1, so this is one of the easier, more beginner-friendly trails. That's why you don't see much tech. There's not many rocks or roots. It's kind of a beginner flow trail. Very easy to ride. But that's just what the event was on when I joined, so we're going to hit this for the next few minutes. So I moved up a couple spots there. We got to beat Trip. We got a second and a half to shave off.
Snell, yeah, you can play on Mac. You know, you want to have a machine that can run it. You can adjust your graphic settings to tune it down. It kind of depends on what you've got. I've got an M5, kind of a new rocket ship, and it runs it great.
Yeah.
Super good, but just depends what you have. I had an old M2 MacBook for a while, and I had to turn things down to get good performance out of it. So it just kind of depends on what you have.
The most important thing if you're trying to play on Mac is, Mac screens are really nice and high resolution. A lot of them are like 4K. If you're on like an iMac, it's probably 5K. Most important thing you want to do is go into here, video settings, and turn your resolution down to like 1080 if you're on a Mac, because that thing's going to just do your native resolution at first, which is going to be like 5K or some 4K or whatever, and you'll get like 4 FPS. So if you turn that down to 1080 and turn some other settings down, it's manageable. I used to play on an M1 MacBook. It was an M1 Max MacBook Pro, and I could run it perfectly fine on that. What's everyone running on this trail?
Yes, Jason Tracy, watching Pala this weekend. I was talking to my friend Davey yesterday, who was out at Pala helping prep everything. Had a meeting with Pro Motocross this week about some things. So, yep, I'm excited to watch this race and see how things go, how we kick things off.
Is this weekend's round 1?
Pala.
It's also round 2 of downhill, though. Man, even trying to scrub that, I'm OJing it.
Did you answer Mastul, who said, what do you think about my mod project downhill? Did you answer that already, Joe?
Oh, I don't know. We just played them all. I can't remember which one. Is Project Downhill the one that I really liked? Is that the one that starts out with the pickup truck? Do you have a pickup truck in the beginning? Because if yours is the one with the pickup truck in the beginning, it's like maybe one of my favorite trails of all the mods. Yeah, dude, it's amazing. I can't wait for you to do more, and I can't wait for the racing stuff to get added once we get that into the modding kit. Very, very nicely done. Smooth, flowy, satisfying trail to ride. I'm a sucker for like a satisfying, flowy trail.
I just want to take a second to recognize our guy Bryson, Joe. He just followed us on TikTok. Thank you for the follow, man. Appreciate it. If anybody's not following us and you want to kind of, watch this game get developed in public, please consider following or heading over to Team and wish listing. That's super helpful.
Of course Suiton joined. Now I have no chance of getting first, but I got second, which is the, first place in anyone else's mind in this game.
He says, gonna hop on some multiplayer, then start some work on my first vid.
Hell yeah. Switching up beverages, guys. 1 sec. I'm like the beverage king over here.
Birdshaw hanging out.
What a bird.
What's up, Birdie? If y'all see Birdshaw hanging out on TikTok in the comments, he's been working on Mad Skills Motocross 3 and maybe some of the other titles there too for years and years and years. He's super important to the Mad Skills games.
Man, I got passed. Trip passed me. This is some BS trip. So the way this fast time game mode works is the splits you see is comparing my time against the person directly above me on the leaderboard. So directly above me is Trip, which if you're in full screen mode, watching the stream, you can see up in the top left my splits, and you can see his time or hers. I don't know who Trip is, but a 47.85, and my best is a 40. Wait. Oh, my PB is a 47.1, but not my time in the event. So as you progress up the leaderboard, it'll change what your split times are against. So you're always seeing your splits against the person directly above you. So right now, I know I'm 8/10 behind. I probably won't catch him in this end section. We don't have ghost racing. A lot of people ask for it, but it's by design. I want to have ghosts for practice and to like view people's replays, but I don't want people to be able to race ghosts in race mode because to me, it just kills the suspense. Like I love kind of the suspense you get in between checkpoints, especially if you feel like you just did like an awesome sector and then you hit the next checkpoint. You're kind of excited to see if you're going to see red or green. But if you're racing a ghost, you just always know if you're up or down, and it kind of just kills the fun and excitement, in my opinion. Oh, I missed that gate. If the playtest with open world was laggy, if you buy the full version, it would also be laggy. Well, it depends. Were you playing in multiplayer or were you playing in single player? If you were playing in multiplayer, you know, we had a lot of people in the server during the playtest because a lot of people were playing. And the more people in the server, the slower it was getting, which was why we wanted to do the playtest, was to test that stuff. So if you play in multiplayer now, there's a lot less people in here because there's less people on the Patreon than there was in the free playtest. So it'll be a little better if you were doing multiplayer. If you were in single player, it's going to be the exact same. But we're always working on optimization improvements. I mean, pretty much every update, I feel like there's some sort of attempt at an optimization improvement. Some of them work, some of them don't.
Hey, Higgs, Joe played a lot of Trackmania. I know we have some other people who play Crank now, too, who are really, really good at Trackmania. I think Tails was super good at that, right? Like one of the best in the world?
Yeah, in some modes, I think, and like different... I'm not well-versed in the Trackmania, like competitive side of things, but I know in some of the competitive stuff, I think he's got like tons of world records and won a bunch of stuff.
But yeah, mad respect for Trackmania. Great game.
But you know, Trackmania and Mad Skills have always had a lot of similarities. So naturally making this game, you know, I'm trying to take the fun things from the games I've worked on in the past, all the Mad Skills games, and kind of bring it into here. So naturally, I feel like all these games kind of have elements and vibes of Trackmania. It's just fun.
Played Mad Skills Motocross or Mad Skills BMX, and you just constantly got used to smashing the restart button every time you'd screw up a run when you're trying to set a good time or climb the leaderboard. That dynamic is alive and well in Cranked, for sure, when you're in race mode.
You can see when I'm in race mode, I don't make things look pretty. I'm just trying to go fast, so sorry I'm not like whipping and scrubbing.
Gorilla, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
Oh, man, that sector, I'm just slow. I wonder if I shouldn't take the ramp way. Is the ramp way slower, Suitin? Someone tell me. Oh, it's time's up anyway. I can get one more in. Has or had the most... Oh, that's what it was. The RPG Trackmania thing. He like has the most world records in that. Tails does, I think. You get a 2-minute buffer period after the timer runs out to finish your run. So if the race is less than 2 minutes, like this one, you can just restart right before the timer hits, and you get at least one more running. But it looks like everyone's going this way, and I've been going that way. If you want to go further, not as high, pre-hop, like jump at the base of hills, and not hills, yes. Jump at the base of jumps. If you want to go higher, pop at the top of the lip. That's not going to be better though. All right, let's wait for the next one.
That was a good pass though, Joe.
What do we got? Lakeside Death Grip, Rock Merch. I can't tell what the bottom one says because it's always covered. What does it say? Jammer drop. No, I don't want jammer drop. I think I want. Oh, no one's gonna finish rock merch. Well, it's all Patreon members now. We probably will. It's not playtest people.
Grayson, can you do whips and scrubs? You can. It's all physics based. We don't have any animated whips or anything like that, but whatever you can do with the physics, you can do it. So people whip and scrub all the time, backflip, front flip, 360s. Anything you can do with the physics, you can do in this game.
I'll do some right here. Let me change the downhill. Jack Boy or says, can you play the mod map, the one you were talking about? We spent the first hour and 15 minutes on the mod map, so I think I am done, but you can always go check out the VOD, the replay of the video on YouTube later. We're gonna spend the rest of the next 30 minutes we got. So open world, hanging out with the Patreon members. Let me try to do a little steez since it's rock merch. Try to throw some whips and stuff for you guys. It's all free physics. Like the right stick in the air controls like leaning the bike over like that. Like, oh, that was ugly. And the left stick is more of rotation. So you can combine them both, get some kind of cool whips and effects. Do you guys know the name of Suiton's YouTube channel? Suiton, you in chat over there? What's your YouTube channel?
What's up, Ron Dog? Welcome, man. This game is called Cranked. You can wishlist us on Steam. We are in development. We're still in alpha at this point, but it's already a ton of fun. Yeah, you can subscribe on Patreon if you want to play it right now. Any paid subscription on Patreon gets you whatever the current version of the game is and anything that we release over the course of that month, and you get to keep them. And right now we have a deal on Patreon where you get the second best tier, or the second tier, not the lowest tier, but the second one, for half off for a very limited time. So it's a good time to support on Patreon if you're interested.
Suiton, what's the name of your channel? He says it's there, but there's nothing on it yet. So you might be able to go find it. Oh. Come on, we got to get a time down. I don't even have a time yet. Big case. This trail's hard. A lot of people can't get through it. It's one of the harder ones. It's key right here to pre-hop. Hop at the base of these lips and you'll go a little further. I don't think I'm clearing it though. Hard part's clearing that second one. I don't know. I'm struggling today. I haven't played the game in a while. I've been working on non-gameplay stuff. I've been working on UI and learning about sound design and Fmod, which is going to be the program we're going to use to get the sounds incorporated into the game. So I've been doing a lot of design work and research lately. So I'm a little rusty.
Did you ride at all this week, Joe?
When did I ride? I rode. I forget. I think I did ride recently, and then I was going to ride again, and it was supposed to rain in the afternoon, and I was like, perfect, I'll wait till after the rain, go out in the evening, it'll be perfect ride. But then it ended up kind of raining all night and thundering and lightning, so I was like, I don't want to get struck by lightning today. So I didn't ride that day.
Right.
But I've been riding a lot more, and I'm getting back in shape. Like I did same route as one of our races here that I did a few years ago that I got literally last place in. I mean, I was rolling up to the finish line, and they were already packing up the finish line.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's how bad it was. I didn't train at all. I did one ride leading up to it, like the whole year before. I think I did like one ride to like train, and so it was a joke. But I did the same course the other day, not trying to race it, just kind of casually cruising, and beat my time by like 20 minutes. So I'm getting back in shape.
Jason Tracy says, are you all aware of the rear wheel glitching through the wood features? Only
Oh,
bug
yeah.
up experience. Yeah.
It's,
Well aware of. What's the status on that, Joe?
So we fixed that bug.
Thanks for that, by the way.
Hodge and I had a session in person in Chicago a couple months ago, and we actually fixed that bug within like, I don't know, maybe an hour or two of us of sitting down looking at it. Problem was it created like 5 other bugs with the physics. So we have to kind of do like a bigger rewrite of the wheel system, which Hodge has been kind of slowly working on, I think in his spare time. So it's like the biggest known physics issue, and definitely something we will fix before launch. It's just complicated because all the physics stuff are kind of intertwined, and when you change one thing, it kind of ends up affecting a bunch of other stuff. So we're gonna make sure we do it right, take our time with it. But yeah, it's on our radar. It's probably the number one thing on our radar, actually.
And Jack Jaffe, sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, dude. Wants to know if you ride downhill, enduro, cross country.
I used to do mostly cross country. Like I used to do a bunch of the Wars races up in Wisconsin, WORS, those Wisconsin Off-Road Series. Back in, that was probably 15 years ago. And then, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, I moved to the Southwest. So now I have a Bronson. I think it's considered a trail bike, but around here it's more like enduro type stuff. So not so much cross country anymore. I don't do much downhill. We don't have like a bike park with lift access or anything, but we do live at the base of a mountain, so it's usually me spending an hour and a half climbing just to go downhill for 20 minutes.
E-bikes. What's up, BSK Timmy?
Ooh, I lost all my speed right there. See how when I turn there, I lost rear wheel traction? That'll slow you down. Got to try to be smooth in the turns. See if I have speed to clear these. If I do, my next split will probably be red, but we'll see.
Jason and Malta, thank you guys for following. 250 Kid, Moto Guy, thank you for sharing, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
When you guys like and when you follow and share, it's such a help to us. And when you wish list us on Steam, it's a huge help. So thank you very much for doing that stuff.
BSK Timmy's back. I do remember you because your profile picture is so bright and colorful and easy to remember. If you ever change your profile picture, then I'll probably not remember you, to be honest. But I do. I remember that.
Parker finally downloaded. Said the open world is so much fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, what a Parker.
Fun. And growing. Parky, thank you for sharing the live, man. Appreciate it.
I want to get junior downhill. Not junior downhill. Yeah, the Mini World Cup. Mini World Cup I want to get in the race mode here. Let's hope that we can get that one, because that one is my new fave. Every time Cedric makes a new trail, it becomes my favorite for a while. That felt pretty smooth.
Cedric is a bit of an artist, man.
Yeah. He's taking a chill week. He's been busting. Like, I mean, he made a dozen trails in a week or something ridiculous. So he's taking a chill week this week. Well deserved. We're in touch. Let's see if we can make it up.
Thank you for following.
Oh, BS. I need to fix those markers. Will you add tricks? If so, when? Yeah, tricks are planned for probably like a 2.0 kind of version. We want to get the core riding physics down. Whips, scrubs, racing, all that kind of stuff needs to be dialed in before we can start making animated tricks. We don't want to rush it and start making animated tricks on top of physics that we're not fully satisfied with. So dial things in first. Animated tricks come later. We're getting close. We're getting close to being satisfied with the physics. I want to fix air physics. Ground turning, I think, could use a little love. What else? I mean, those are the main things. Obviously, the wheel, like the wheel physics and colliders. We need to fix that issue.
You mentioned crash physics / ragdoll physics.
Yeah, crash and ragdoll definitely needs a whole rework. That's not as pressing because, I mean, it is fun and it's part of the gameplay, but like once you've crashed, you crash, so it's not, that'll probably be later on the list of things to knock out just because it doesn't affect a race run like if your ragdoll looks cool or not.
And we've been working on Crank for just over a year.
Yeah,
Small
it's
team.
almost 400 days. A few days shy of 400. I think we're at like 397 or something.
Good
We
boy.
can add
Thank you for the follow.
Coop asked if we're gonna add different bikes. We're testing 4 different bike physics right now. We've got downhill, enduro, trail, and an e-bike. You can change the bikes with 1 to 4 on your keyboard. The bike graphic doesn't change because we haven't made the other models yet. But yeah, there will be plenty of different bikes. There'll be different bike brands, different bike types, categories. They'll have different physics, all that kind of stuff. And then Jack asked, do we plan on doing esports races events like a virtual downhill World Cup? Yeah. You know, some games I think rush the whole esports side of stuff. You got to have a dialed game first and a player base. So that's step 1. But I would love to do, my end goal is to partner with the UCI and do like a proper replica UCI World Cup downhill series in the game where we've got same week as the race, we got the replica trail in the game, and there's a whole ranked competitive mode. You're put into different divisions based on your skill, and you compete within that division or category. You earn points every week, and it's just a championship series, just like real life. How highly confident that you are that the launch will be good? I mean, I'm 100% confident because we won't launch the game if it isn't good. And we're a small indie team kind of doing things our way and how we want to do it. And when there's no publisher or anyone telling us what to do, or investors that are telling us when we can launch or can't, or any of that stuff. It's kind of up to us. So it's going to be good. Right, Brian?
It's going to be good. Yeah. Also, we're in this for the long run. You know, we're trying to make a game that stays fun and relevant and grows, and it's just a blast to play for a decade. You know, so like it doesn't even live or die by what happens on day one. We're really trying to build a foundation and a long-term plan to make something that's important over time. We'll give it hell that launch for sure, but it's almost like when you made mobile games. Remember how much emphasis there always was on a launch, Joe, with the Mad Skills games, like
Those days
months
were
and
nuts.
months of prep work, and then you'd have like 4 or 5 days of just gnarliness. Especially Mad Skills Motocross 3. When we released that, man, it went nuts, and it's just so much work. This is a longer, slower play that we're doing here, more deliberate, and but yeah, it's going to be a good launch, I think. You guys keep making such a good game.
And then says, what made you want to make the game? It's mostly been my dream to make a game like this. I've been riding bikes forever, and I've been playing games forever, and my favorite types of games are action sports games. And you know, right now cycling's like my favorite action sport to participate in. Just kind of get bummed out that there was never a game that I thought felt like real riding and kind of captured the kind of riding I do and made me feel like a pro. I don't know, I just watched these top pros riding in real life, and it looks so much fun, and I wanted to create a game that kind of replicated what I think that feeling is. And that's why we're making Cranked. Trying to make the most authentic mountain bike game that feels like you're actually riding. It's not meant to be a hardcore physics simulation or anything, but it's meant to simulate the feeling you get when you're on a bicycle in the forest, ripping around.
Joshua Thrall says, I didn't realize you were behind the moto game I grew up playing on my cell phone. Love that you grew up playing it, man. We hear that a decent amount. Like, people let us know when they find out that we're the OG Mad Skills crew. We hear so often that it was important to them. They played on the toilet growing up or in school or whatever. We've gotten that a lot. It's cool. Okay, Bowens is just throwing some love, man. Seriously. He says, this game makes me feel like I'm actually riding and doing stunts. Great job. He also said, he followed us also. Thank you, Bowen. The physics in the game are so peak. The feeling going down the hills is just so perfect. Super stoked you like it, man. It's great.
Oh, try to get Steezy for you guys. I'm kind of tapped out on this one. What are we in? 5th out of 9.
Hey, Birdshaw, are you around? Jack wants to know if there are any plans to update Mad Skills BMX 2, like whips or a new game or anything like that. Joe and I
There's
involved.
man, I was in the all company meeting today, Brian. All right.
Oh yeah, I didn't make it.
There is a new mode, a cash mode in there, so you can like bet real money to race. It's coming out soon. You can bet real money, and if you win the races, then you'll win real money. other than that, I don't know if anything new coming. I love your reaction. Oh. We had cash gaming way back in the day in Mad Skills 2, which is no longer. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how this works in BMX. I'm sure if it's very successful in BMX, then they would probably bring it to some of the other titles, but I have no idea. I'm not in the
My
day-to-day over
reaction,
there.
yeah, my reaction wasn't so much about what they're doing now, so much as how that experience was. Like I was
Oh,
never a
yeah.
fan of that. You know, that was never
Yeah.
something that I liked that we were doing, and didn't work for me so well, and it didn't end up working out for us all that well either. So
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully, this goes makes more sense and
yeah.
works out well.
All right. We got to wait for the next one. But while we wait, I'm going to go rip.
And then wants to know why we called the game Cranked. Wasn't it? Was it Zach who came up with the name originally?
No, I think it was. I came up with, I believe, Crank. I sent a list of a bunch of ideas we had, possible ideas, to some of my mountain biking buddies. I was like, what do you guys think? And one of them said Crank, but make it Cranked. And that was my buddy Chris. And that's what we went with. At least that's how I remember it.
Well, Cranked is better than Crank, so he's right. That reminds me of that story about the guy who founded Napster and told Zuckerberg originally, Facebook's good, but just Facebook, not the Facebook, just Facebook. He was right about that too.
What was wrong with the previous cash tournaments in Mad Skills 2?
For me, it was more of a business thing from my side of things. Number one, I'm not a fan of gambling. I'm not like against people gambling or anything, but I just don't like it. It's not my thing, and I didn't like that a game that I really cared about. We were implementing something that felt to me like gambling, but also just the business model behind it all didn't work. So we spun a lot of wheels and put a lot of energy toward that. And some people had fun. I think what often happened is like a few people made serious money, and then but most people didn't. And I don't know, man. It didn't work for me personally. That's not so much about Turborilla or anything that they did. I was a part of that crew making those decisions, so I'm not blaming anybody else. I just didn't like it. One of the things that one of the mistakes I would say we made throughout the years, in my view.
I think that company, I don't know. I think they're no longer too. So I think they were it was a third party company we were partnering with. So there was just didn't make money. Some of the top players made a lot of money though.
I mean, we had a handful of people who were making like salaries.
Yeah.
You know,
like I'm pretty sure the best player in the game back then, like bought a house with his money that he earned through all the different Mad Skills World Cups and such. I missed the gap. This trail's gnarly. This one's tight and twisty. Making it look really bad for you guys. That's okay. We'll lay down a bad time and then we'll try to get a better one. I mean, this is horrible. I kind of like putting a real horrible time down first because then at least you know you can improve.
Yeah. Or just scoping a new track out, seeing what it's like, taking it easy, setting a time.
Oh, missed a gate. Can people play it? Ask Oscar, I think. Anyone can play this right now if they want to join our Patreon. Patreon's $5 a month. You get access to all the development builds. We're using Patreon just to raise more funds for development. So $5 a month over there. You can get the version you see right now. You do $5, cancel, and you get to keep the version you get. You just won't get future updates. If you stay subbed long enough to spend $50, you'll get a Steam key when the game does come out on Steam. So you won't have to spend your money twice. And joining the Patreon and playing early gives you a chance to give us feedback and let your voice be heard before the game launches.
Joe, let's look into the future a little bit. What are you feeling like? How do you see the next few months, the summer, playing out? How do you think things will progress this summer?
Yeah, I think things are going to start moving quickly because they have been moving quickly, but maybe even more quickly because what's going to happen is once we get all the systems in place, then it's just about building out those systems. And most of the systems we wanted in the game are in place. The only thing that's really missing now is like customization, kind of like a replay editor. But everything else that is kind of there just needs to be built out. So I think, during the summer, it's going to be a lot of just improving what's already here, start working probably more on the career mode type stuff, getting all the UI in there, getting customization in the game, start filling in all the customization, and getting ready for early access, hopefully this winter. A lot of physics improvements will come this summer. I don't know. What are you guys most looking forward to in chat? If you have played or haven't played, what do you guys want to see come to Crank this summer? Bowen asked, can you add a pump track? Yeah, we'll probably wait and do that once we do like BMX bikes and BMX racing. And then we might have to work on a whole pump situation. But yeah, we'll get something in there eventually. Philip asked if we're going to do city maps. We do plan the second map to have like some urban sections to it. So you can do some urban downhill. And we hope to get started on the second map here soon. That's probably one thing to look forward to this summer is Cedric work starting on the new map. We also have ideas for different game modes. Like I want to start trying to just test different game modes. There's a track that'll be in the next update called ESX. It's like a little electric dirt. It's a supercross style track that has been built specifically for the e-bike in this game. And I haven't tested it yet, but I've heard that it's very fun. So I kind of want to try testing a game mode there that's like, let's say you get, I don't know, like right now we just kind of do time attack, but it'd be fun to try a game mode there where it's not time attack. It's like no restarts and there's like 10 people at the gate and you all drop the gate and you do 5 laps and see who wins. Something like that could be fun to test out. No collisions because we are not going to worry about doing that stuff quite yet. But even with no collisions, I think it'd be fun to rip around a SX style track in the e-bike.
Joe, how you feeling about Ferrari these days?
It's ridiculous, dude. That car's ridiculous. I think, here's my opinion. I do think it's a cool car. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, the car sucks. Look, if like Nissan came out with that or Toyota or something and it was like 80 grand, I'd be like, oh, okay. Maybe I'm interested. But for a Ferrari, I don't know. Doesn't feel Ferrari to me. But I get, if they're going for a whole new customer base, maybe it'll work out for them. But I don't think the existing Ferrari owners are going to be satisfied with that. But what do I know? I am not the demographic for Ferrari $600,000 Ferraris. Even if I had money, I don't think I'd ever buy a car that expensive.
Well, where the CEO was saying that despite the sort of outcry, they were racking up the orders. So,
oh, I'm sure. That's the thing is most of the people complaining, saying it's ugly, are not the people that are going to be, buying it, would be buying it anyway, or even the audience. So who knows? Maybe they know better than everyone else. Kind of cool to have a car designed by Johnny Ive, though. I think, if you're a big Apple fan like me. I do think the interior with all the cool switches and dials looks satisfying.
yes, Parker, we have a drone in the game, an actual FPV drone. We have a couple different drones in the game, but yeah, we do.
You can do an assisted arcade drone, you can do an FPV drone in full acro mode, or you can do the FPV drone in horizon mode or level mode. So really there's 4 types of different feeling drones. The FPV drone, you can adjust all your rates, you can adjust some of the physics attributes. The arcade drone is more of just like a free cam type drone, like some shredders. But yeah, we got tons of different drones.
Rogen says Enzo is crying. I agree with you, man.
Oh, make it.
No,
Oh, case.
Anonymous says give that super hard trail a few runs for us.
Which
We
one?
got about 12 minutes left today. Yeah, which super hard trail are we talking about? We got about 12 minutes, Joe. We got some plans this evening, so
I want to rip. If anyone is watching, that's in the chat. Let's go Mini World Cup. Let's spend the next few minutes on Mini World Cup and rip it. Jack, good question. Any thoughts of adding terrain or road like ruts after a lot of intense riding to a race? We've talked about it, and I think it would be cool in certain modes or circumstances. I think for this kind of stuff, it doesn't make sense, especially like if you're like grinding in single player on a race trail, and every time you like do a lap, it's eroding a little bit. Then everyone's trail's a little different, and the competitive nature of it's not quite a level playing field. So that I wouldn't be down with. But like if we end up doing like a mode where like there is like an e-bike supercross style thing, and you're ripping laps together on the same track at the same time, in that case, yes. Or if we do cross country races in the future, I think that would also be cool. So I think it depends on what you're doing. We've also talked about, I think it'd be cool to have like the backside of, let's get out of here for a second. Let me show you some stuff. This is a big open world map, but the sides of the open world map and the back have nothing right now. So if we go over here, like it just drops off. That's not going to end this way. We'll eventually put something there. But my plan for the whole sides and the back is kind of this like free ride, open terrain that doesn't have trails that we've hand carved out. It's just kind of a free ride environment. And I think it'd be cool if we created a system where over time, as people hit lines, it's creating ruts and eroding and just naturally creating some trails based on people's lines. I don't know if we'll be able to do that or whatever, but I think something like that would be cool. So anyway, super long answer to your question is that it's probably not going to the game anytime soon, but we have ideas for ways to do it that we think would be fun. But I don't think it belongs everywhere on every trail at all times.
Ice now asks, where do I download the game I just paid on Patreon? First of all, thank you. Thanks very much, Joe. What's the best way?
I need to make a better Patreon onboarding, I think. But there's a pin section at the top of Patreon that says start here first. And there's 3 articles in start here first. One's a video tutorial, walks you through the whole thing. The other one's a walkthrough of the game, which is pretty old at this point. The game looks way different. But and then the other one's the itch.io link. Click that link. You need to connect your Itch and Patreon account. And then what I really recommend is don't even follow the tutorial. Just go download the Itch browser or the Itch application. Just Google Itch Launcher. And they have an app that's like the Steam app. And once you have connected your Steam and Patreon account and you log into the Itch Launcher, you'll be able to download Cranked and play it through Itch.
I'm going to just take a second and say thank you to Lawson for supporting us on Patreon here just a couple of minutes ago. And to Rogen, who we're talking to here in the comments. Appreciate you supporting us like this. And Michelle, saw you around too. Thank you very much. And Daniel as well. Evo, Michael, all kinds of support today. Thank you guys so much. It's awesome.
And I'm just hitting every tree.
Jules and Dia2 the noob. I'm probably saying your name wrong, man. Sorry about that, but thank you for the support. It's awesome. Yeah.
Jack has another good question. Will there be any in-game purchases or loot box type things? No. We talk about this all the time. Got the no BS guarantee over here. We're not doing microtransactions or anything like that. There will be DLC at some point, most likely. Some of the DLC will probably be free. Some might be paid, depending on what we do. But there will be no like loot boxes, no in-game economy, no buying of more currency with real money. None of that stuff.
Bowen asks, will we ever make Cranked merch? Actually, we've got a little bit. I have like a hoodie and a t-shirt, and Joe's got a hoodie and a t-shirt, I think. Julian's got a hoodie. We have a handful of them out, but yeah, I think we haven't really done anything wide open yet, but we will do that.
I want to do Ocean and Sands. I really love their jerseys. Ocean and Sands has like these jerseys that basically look like nice T-shirts, but they actually have pockets in the back, and they just look like a more casual, nice. I don't know. I love riding Ocean and Sands jerseys. I want to do a limited edition batch of custom cranked Ocean and Sands jerseys at some point soon. I just need an artist to help me. If any of you there are like artists that are good at like hand-drawn, fun mountain bikey art and want to be the person to design this Ocean and Sands jersey, hit me up and maybe we can work something out. I don't have like a lot of money to pay, but I'll give you a bunch of free jerseys and pay you something probably. But I don't want it to be like AI. You know, I really want a local artist somewhere who's into mountain biking, hand drawn, like something legit. I know someone here in El Paso that I might use, but if there's anyone out there in our community who's into the game, into mountain biking, wants to hook it up and help us design some stuff, let me know. But in the future, yeah, I'd love to have some more merch or merch at all.
Also, just regular crank T-shirts and stuff, though. Like we just need to get some cool T-shirts and hoodies and caps and stuff up eventually.
I could get a web store going on the website probably pretty easily if we wanted.
We're such a small team. We're probably not going to get into like buying inventory and managing all the fulfillment and all that stuff. And plus, we have players all over the world, so it makes it more difficult for us to like buy it and have it here. So we'll do some. We use Printful for most of the stuff we did with Mad Skills, and I assume you'll use Printful again, Joe. If we do that.
Well, we used a combination of Printful or Cotton Bureau. Printful, we have to deal with our own taxes, so that makes it complicated. Where Cotton Bureau, they just kind of give you like a little kickback for every shirt you sell, and you don't have to deal with anything. So could be that I do that, but lately I haven't been as satisfied with Cotton Bureau. I've had some shirts that I feel like the sizing was off and they kind of shrunk, and I'm real picky about the quality of merch if we sell it. So it might have to be a Printful type thing, and then got to deal with taxes, which has always became annoying because the company's technically Swedish. So maybe merch falls under me, my personal business, and I deal with all the taxes or something. I don't know what to figure it out. I laid down such a good time when this trail was new that it's hard to go faster now.
It's dark in this area. Super dark in that area.
Yeah, it's that loamy color. We're talking about redoing that loam texture because it might be too dark. Leo Gang, wall ride gap, anyone? Little Leo Gang inspired trail obstacle there. What time we got, Brian? We got to finish up 4 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, we have 4 minutes to go.
We can run down the spiel one more time.
Well, first of all, I want to say this is the most Patreon subscribers we've ever gotten in one stream before, for sure. So
how many did we get?
Thank you. I'd have to count. I shouted them out earlier, but I think we got 6 or 7 just during the stream here. There's just a great deal right now. You get that blue tier, the second tier, for half off. So it's basically it's like $1 more than the lowest tier. So if you are a current green tier supporter, can you just upgrade it to blue for 1 month for $6, only $1 more, and then just downgrade it later if you want to?
Nah, it's new. I think it's new members only. Patreon doesn't give you a lot of options for like sales and stuff, so it's very limited. So I did what I could.
Okay. Yeah, of course. But yeah, if you support us on Patreon with a paid sub as little as $5 a month, like I said, the second tier is on sale right now for only $6 a month. You get the current version of the game and everything else that we release over the course of that first month. You get to keep it for good. If you continue to subscribe, you'll accumulate a total level of support for Cranked. And if you hit the $50 level, you'll get a Steam key for yourself. I think if you hit $100, you get 2 Steam keys, so you can give one away. Isn't that right, Joe? Or do we only do one key at 50?
I think for the $100 tier, we did. I think we were giving away 2.
But yeah, if you do that, you get to keep the game. You get to participate in the development of it. Hang out with us on Discord. Give us feedback on Discord or Patreon or wherever. Let us know what you think. Joe and the team listen to everybody. All kinds of things that exist in this game exist because of feedback that we got, for sure. And also, you could wish list us on Steam if you haven't done that already. We're really working hard to try to get to 15,000 wish list. We are at about 11,500 or something like that right now. So if you haven't done that, please do it. And otherwise, we come here every week, do a live stream every week. Joe's always here. I'm here probably, I don't know, 50, 60% of the time. We have Hodge join us sometimes. Sometimes Cam McCall comes over and joins with us. I think Julian's going to be on some of these coming up maybe. So
Yeah.
and we have a really vibrant Discord community, and you're all welcome to hang out there. You know, it's really vibrant. It's positive. I think there's a lot of positivity there. It's not toxic. We don't really allow that. If people start acting like jerks, we kind of don't put up with it. That's about all I can think of. Joe, what do you think? Anything else to add?
I think you covered it. Thanks for hanging out. We'll have some updates for Patreon members next week. I guess the last thing I will add is that there's a free Patreon tier. Maybe you said this, Brian, but everything on our Patreon we give away for free other than access to the game. So anytime we do a post, we give you behind the scenes. We do a Monday update. We have a Monday morning meeting with the team. Right afterwards, I take the meeting notes and I post it for everyone on Patreon to see. We've got like 5,000 or something free Patreon members. So you can sign up for free over there and you'll get behind the scenes dev blogs and all kinds of different info and updates. But if you want to be able to get access to the game, it's the $5 tier. So the free version's also worth it. If you want, head over there, try the free version. But thanks. And we will see you next week. Same time, same place.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye.
Let's go Mountaineers.
All right. Done. I'm going to go listen
Cool.
to